Now I wanted to give you guys gems, that you probably wasn't going to see before. A lot of people ain't hip, but it's going to change the game as the upcoming 2Ks start to come out, because they focus on realistic basketball. Now the first pass, the bounce pass, so important. At times people don't even use it. They don't even do it. There's certain times it's better if you do a bounce pass instead of passing it up in the air, and I'm going to show you why, because there's different passing lanes. And then sometimes the passing, not even sometimes, the passing also plays on your attributes and stats. You guys know that 2K going to this ultra realistic is going to be buffed up even more. Passing been kind of a little bit easy, even with the bailout. Bailout has been OP. They're going to have to tone it up and nerf it down a little bit so people can't get bailed out. People are forced to making bad offensive plays. The next pass, lead to basket pass. People don't do this pass, and this pass helps you stay in momentum. If you pass it to players doing this, it helps them stay in momentum while they're going to the rack. So it's not just a pass that slows them down, or a pass that you lob it so it makes them run in a different way animated. This pass actually leads them to the basket. But nobody does this. Nobody is flicking diagonally up on the left analog stick and then pressing Y. Nobody is doing this. They're not doing that and leading you to the basket, making it a better pass, keeping you in that momentum so you could just go and dunk it real quick, easy. The next pass, a lot of players would be acting scary and doing a whole bunch of scaries during the game when defense is tight and the lockdowns is pressing and they playing in the passing lanes. Do an easy, simple handoff pass, and then this pass can go into so many different avenues. Understand, mechanics are going to stay the same coming up on the next 2K. You will see the same type of control thing because this has been here for years like this. Sometimes they add new things when they add new mechanics, but we'll have to see if they add new mechanics. But these mechanics, we know they're going to stay here and stay the same. So you got a hold B, right? You see how it is? The hand cam is down there right there for you guys. You hold B, flick that left analog stick up. Then you're going to do the handoff pass. The lockdowns can't pluck it. Your teammate can get nice and close to you, making it a way more efficient pass. You learn how to do this stuff. Just over time, the IRL is going to increase and go crazy. I'm trying to make these small videos right here so people can get on this level. So when it's time for 2K24's crossplay, I'm playing with everybody, but we gotta start learning stuff like this. The handoff is just crazy too. You could do a handoff, then just set a screen right there. Boom, he shoots over you. Like, you can really run plays and do crazy stuff. Park, Pro-Am, it doesn't matter where it's at. I'm trying to get to the advanced level. That's what I mean when I say IRL basketball. When you're doing just kind of like natural things, but just put it in certain patterns that people can't keep up with, and you and your team know that. Isn't that the same thing like what coaches do? They have their own playbook and other teams don't know what teams have to learn and adapt to it. Same thing. That's what I'm trying to do, have my own playbook out there. You can really run infinite plays and be above anybody out there if people really did that, but nobody does that. Nobody wants to take the mental time. Everybody kind of plays 2K as the speed racer game and run around and just don't even really try to be coordinated at all, really don't. The next pass people got to learn is the fake pass, of course. Some people don't even fake pass before passing. Sometimes you need to fake pass before passing. Why, OG? Why should they do this? Why should you do this in 24? Because they're still going to have it in the mechanics where if a player reaches, he's going to be out of position because you're reaching. So then, therefore, you can't be in the passing lane. How do you get a player to do that, reach on accident or reach when he doesn't want to? You fake pass and make him think you're about to throw a scary, or make him think you're about to throw it real quick. Fake passing is so good. When you really in that rhythm, it works so well. The next pass, jump pass. You don't see nobody doing this pass right here. The jump pass, I really want to get into this one because when you're a big man, this is when you're really supposed to be doing this, or just not even when you're a big man. Sometimes when a player reaches on you, you do a jump pass. Like, it's certain at times at certain points that this pass is useful and it's helpful, especially sometimes when they're like, let's say if they're like cluttering up the paint and you got to get it off real quick, and depending on your passing, like I said, you get different pass animations. You can get a real fast, nice jump pass and it goes right over his head. You have to understand each of these passes I just showed you guys in 2K24, except for the fake pass, because that's not a pass, but that's just an animation to do. Each of these passes have different passing lanes and windows, and you're supposed to use them. The lob pass as well, you don't see people using the lob pass. I'm just going to talk about the lob pass because it's simple. It's just pressing Y. Remember, you can pass with A, B, and Y. And people really forget that at times and just passes with A, or just icon pass the whole time. When some of these passes are useful so certain plays can play out a certain way and animations can work in your favor and work in your teammates' favor depending on how you pass them the ball, the lead to the bat. Think about it. If you throwing the ball to a center, just so to make it easier on him, you should do a lob pass. He already has the height. You lob it up over the player so they're not stealing. Even sometimes they still can steal, but it depends, like I said, again, how you do it, the timing you do it, okay? Who's guarding who? All these things is deep. These are the things players won't care about because this gets into real basketball. So they'll just say, okay, we're not focused on this. The comp skill is just the icon pass. Okay, remember the icons and just pass it. And when you think about that, 2K is going to start changing that up automatically because it's just like, okay, they can just have a certain high passing and then they just icon pass, and they're going to change certain things up to make it more where you see these type of passes actually being needed. These passes haven't really been needed for years. They work, but trust me, people don't need them because it's just like not the norm of the skill. But once you start learning, okay, this pass works better here, okay, that pass works better here when they're angled like this or when they're on this angle, then that's when you start getting in a whole different realm of 2K, seeing what you can really do with this stuff. All right, and that's all is just taking the time to put into it. If the comp players start learning to use certain stuff like this properly, they're going to go crazy. They're going to realize what they could get away with, what they can't. I don't even see no bounce passes in comp thing unless it's like some accident or something like that. But this is what I mean, like these things are going to start becoming more efficient as these games ultra realistic. Their gestures 2K keep talking about, y'all know how they on it. Y'all know how they on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go practice these passes, get used to doing these passes, realize how they work, some better than others in different scenarios, different situations. For all the real life players, IRL basketball players, they're gonna understand this and appreciate this, because even in real life, players like to throw a nice flashy pass and a nice clean pass or smooth pass. That's just basketball. People like that. So learn how to have that same feeling in the game and learn these different pass avenues and watch how your game just expands. Even players, you don't even see too much flashes being thrown, and flashes can really throw players off at times if you know how to do them properly. Hit that like, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. And if y'all need badge grind service, hit me up on Instagram, OGAlmighty5. Anything. Account sold. You trying to sell an account. YouTube promo. Everything. OG do everything over here. Hit that like, subscribe. I'll see y'all later.